Harry, we probably should get right into, I would think, 3M. 3M Mania that's going on right now at all 11 locations.
That's right. 3M Mania started a couple weeks ago, and 3M is one of our favorite vendors because they have such a wide variety of products. And the 3M Mania is you buy any 3M product at a participating Ace Hardware store, and you get a free entry into a drawing for a $500 gift pack, which includes a $250 gift card from Ace Hardware and $250 in 3M product.
It's a great product too.
Yeah, it's a great contest too. All 11 area locations are participating in it, and we do have to say, just for legal reasons, no purchase necessary. If you do want to go on to ApprovedHomePros.com, you can get a free entry slip. But the easiest way to do it is to go to a store and buy a 3M product, right?
That's exactly, and there are so many different products to choose from. I mean, something as simple as Post-its or Scotch tape is that's a 3M product, all the way up to their abrasives and painter's tape and safety products.
And I believe in full disclosure. I bought filters, but I can't get into contact.
Win. You're not allowed to win, Greg. Sorry. So today on the project of the week, we talked about the safety products from 3M. Harry, you brought some of those in today. What are some of the product lines that 3M has for safety? What are some of the things you brought in?
Well, specifically, 3M has what they call their tech protection line, and it's primarily I refer to it as the eyes, ears, nose, and throat protection, which is very basic for any kind of home project. You really should take advantage of these safety products when you're working on a project at home.
So are these broken down? I mean, do you actually have a pack that you could give a homeowner that has everything, or is it just kind of a la carte?
There is a safety pack that has the goggles and ear buds and respirator, or they can buy them individually depending on what their exact needs are.
And so you'll advise a homeowner if they're doing a painting project or whatever, what type of facial protection they should have and such.
Exactly. So like with the respirators, which is the facial protection, it used to be that where there was just one style and you use that for everything and hopefully it worked. But now with the innovations from 3M, they have respirators that are specific for each project. For example, there's a paint sanding respirator, so if you're sanding off old paint, use one style. There's a paint odor respirator. There's a fiberglass sanding. So there are a lot of different respirator types that you would use based on what the project is you're working on at home.
And then, of course, anytime you're working with power, even hand tools, you should wear eye protection. And I mean, that's just a given.
Absolutely. And again, there are a lot of different varieties. There's the full face shield. There's goggles. They have trendy sunglasses even now that are safety glasses.
Amber-colored sunglasses.
Exactly.
Ridiculous yesterday. My wife and I, we have mice and we can't figure out where they're coming from. We've had traps up forever and they're not falling for it. So we're dealing with what they leave behind, the droppings.
We're getting E. coli over there quickly.
Oh, let me tell you, yes. I wanted to talk to you about that too, Sean, actually.
Or buy a kitty.
And Sue Freeze. Or buy a kitty, exactly, maybe both. But I'll tell you something, Harry. I looked like I was wearing a hazmat suit yesterday. Because, of course, I went and got the face mask.
Right.
I got the little disposable gloves.
Why don't we have YouTube of that?
And the goggles. And I was almost losing my lunch because it is such a disgusting thing to do. However, we are discussing safety, and you need to be careful when you're dealing with things like that. That's why you want that face mask, even for something as simple as that.
That's right. And usually, like with eye protection, an eye injury happens in the oddest ways, and you don't expect it. So even the simplest task,
right.
Just hammering something, a piece of metal or small sliver of wood can fly out, and it's like the perfect storm of an injury. So it's best, no matter what, just get that eye protection on, no matter what project you're working on.
And I think here's a situation where, Heather will probably agree with this, women, I think, are probably smarter than we men are, where we think we're invincible. We go out there, I don't need that, I don't need the ear, I don't need the eye protection, I don't need but it's smart. You got to, most of emergency room visits, I think you talk to an emergency room doctor, they can tell you on the weekend, it's the weekend warrior that's hurting themselves on the home improvement projects that are showing up at the ER. So get it taken care of.
Heather, have you taken him to the ER before?
Not for home improvement.
Is he a big baby or what?
We need that webcam because she wants to say something. She's just holding something back. But
let me ask this. The one area where I think people get at respirators, I don't think enough people think about hearing protection and the ear protection. Is that an area where people should be more conscious?
Absolutely, and it's such a simple one. Earplugs are so inexpensive. The disposable earplugs are like 50 cents for a pair. But it is important, and what's important about earplugs is to make sure that you check what the decibel levels are that they protect against, because some of the very inexpensive ones aren't going to really give you much protection. You want to make sure you get protected against whatever tool you might be using, the noise, whatever it might be.
So the little plugs you have there, that's for a lower decibel protection. Then you have a big set that looks like earphones,
right?
Like a guy that's landing airplanes you would use.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, and it's surprisingly it can vary. So these small disposable earplugs that we have from 3M Tech Protection are rated at 32 decibel, and this folding earmuff, which is I brought in the lowest version, and it's actually rated at 23. So it's not as good as the disposable earplugs.
Wow.
But you can get earmuffs that go from 23 up to a much higher number.
Sean, don't get any ideas of tuning Heather out with earplugs.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a female on the
You know, but
front.
here's the thing too. You know, even with earplugs, even like riding my Harley,
Right.
I will wear those sometimes to cut down on the noise. Because listen, being in the world of radio, if I lose my hearing, I'm out. That's not a good thing.
Right, exactly.
And especially with something as simple as around the house, it takes you 2 seconds to gear up. That's what I call it, gearing up. With the ear protection, with the eye protection, with the respirator. It's so simple. It's so easy. Why wouldn't you do that?
And when you do, again, it's 3M Mania right now. Go
Yes.
down, purchase those, get a set of it, keep it at the house, and you're registered for 3M Mania. Just put in the registration slip. And then later, Harry, when we come back, there's also Filtrete Filters and some other product lines from 3M that are great things we're also going to talk about.
Absolutely.
All right, 3M Mania going on at all 11 Ace Hardware stores. No purchase necessary, but why not buy something from 3M, get a great product? And we'll be back with Harry Schwartz from the downtown location of Ace Hardware on the Home Pro Show.